In the past few weeks following Hurricane Michael, local churches and businesses are donating their money, materials, and time to help those affected by the storm. Pastor Don Gann of First Baptist of Oxford has plans of sending a group down to help, but says it is too early to make any progress.
The need for untrained volunteers, like what we would be bringing, for the most part, hasn't opened up that much yet because the need is so great for trained volunteers that have specific skills.
Gann says the condition of the disaster areas is not yet fit for his volunteers.
No support for those volunteers right now. There's no restaurants, no power in a lot of those places, and so it has to be a part of the whole disaster response, and you don't want to take away, like for example, Red Cross and Baptist are feeding in that area, and other organizations are feeding. The food is going to the victims right now, and you don't want to bring in a whole bunch of volunteers to eat that food that's really going for victims, and those kind of things. It just takes a little time. People
from First Baptist of Oxford are constantly asking what they can do to help. Gann encourages his church to donate what is a current necessity for victims.
The needs for, the basic items like water and, baby diapers and the common things are already being met. And so we're encouraging people, if they're going to collect things, to collect building materials, sheetrock and roofing shingles, things like that.
The owner of Discount Building Materials, Cliff Sink, collected donations and just came back from a trip to Port St. Joe. Sink knew he needed to help the moment he realized just how serious Hurricane Michael was.
Since my kids were little, like 4 and 5 years old, we went down there every year. And if you brought my family here and you sat around the table and you said, what are your 10 best memories you have of our family? At least 5 of them were going to be right there. I was just destroyed going there every year for 15 years, just staring at the TV. And I can't imagine what they're dealing with.
Once Sink and his workers delivered their materials, they were shocked by what they saw.
It was just destroyed. Just completely destroyed. One little town's main street, like on the square, it'd be like on the square, and the facades of the buildings were all laying in the street. The whole town. Those houses are just destroyed. You have to go in there and completely gut them.
Madison Scarpino, NewsWatch Ole Miss.